how to connect with your pelvic floor during pregnancy. This is going to be the way we're going to look at how to connect with our pelvic floor. We need to understand not only how to relax it for birth, but we need to understand how to contract it first. If we don't understand how to contract it, we have no idea how to relax it. Now, the most efficient way to do this would be to seek your pelvic floor physical therapist in your area, where they could check internally to see how well you are contracting and releasing. If you do not have access to a pelvic floor therapist nearby, be sure to check this video out. If you don't have access to a pelvic floor therapist near you, you can use this video as a guide to help reconnecting to our bodies and our pelvic floor. When we're looking at our pelvic floor, I want us to take a look at this here. This is a little diamond-shaped position. What we're thinking about when we're contracting our pelvic floor, just that, is pulling this all together and in, as if I were to take the middle of this towel and pull it up together in the middle, and then allowing it to let it go down and open up. So again, looking at my towel, if I pick up from the middle, it's all gonna pull up together and it's all gonna pull away. Now, make sure you have a towel nearby because we're gonna use this. We're gonna take it, we're gonna fold it in half, and I want us to place it right underneath us, and we're gonna sit on a hard surface. I want us to find both sit bones, and now I want us to fully feel that towel. Yes, we are going to feel all the things here, because the only way for us to know if you can't get in with a pelvic floor physical therapist is to feel ourselves. And that's the biggest key to all of our positions in our body. We need to feel them for ourselves. So this is a great tip to just place a towel underneath you to help feel this contraction. Now, we are working on a pelvic floor contraction and a release. So we're going through both. We are not trying to use any other muscles. We're not trying to use our abs. We're not trying to use our glutes or our legs, nothing. We're trying to have no other reaction other than a pelvic floor contraction. Yes, you might know it as a Kegel, but I'm going to refer to it as a pelvic floor contraction because I feel like that's a better word for myself to help moms understand how to pull everything together and release everything together. Now, this towel is underneath us. We're gonna go through a nice inhale down towards our pelvic floor. Now, when that inhale is, we're trying to get past baby, down to let it relax. And then as we exhale, I want you to use the exhale to think about grabbing the towel and lifting upwards. So you can imagine you are releasing all the things down and picking up a blueberry. You can think about releasing everything down and picking up a blueberry, if that's beneficial. You can think about releasing everything down and picking up that towel, if that helps. Another version of this is you can think about your pelvic floor as an elevator. If it is at the bottommost, lowest layer, that's a relaxed state. As we exhale, we're going to lift up to its highest layer, making sure we're not doing anything else. If you get a little bit of low ab contraction, that's fine. Our low abs help contract our pelvic floor, which helps tie this in all together. But the more we can just establish a pelvic floor contraction, the better we'll be able to release that pelvic floor. Now let's try this again. We're gonna inhale, let everything relax. And then exhale, contract, pull the pelvic floor together like we're gonna lift that towel upwards, like we're lifting up our elevator, and then letting everything go away. Now, if you're having difficulty with this position, I want you to try a couple different ways. I want you to try forward leaning, and I want you to try backward leaning. Again, just a little, not so much where our belly is doming out if we're going backwards, but just little tweaks here and there to see what position is easier, what position might be harder. And if you cannot feel your pelvic floor contract at all, then I highly suggest you get to see someone in person, especially a pelvic floor PT, that can really help you gauge what's going on, because you might have some tightness or weakness that could be preventing you from feeling your pelvic floor lift and release. And we really want to make sure we understand both of those things in order to have an efficient birth process, because we need to be able to get our pelvic floor to relax the best way possible when it comes to birth and pushing. So If you like what you see here today, be sure to subscribe below and hit the like button and share with any moms around that you know are struggling with this, because I know how hard it is to contract your pelvic floor and feel that release. It takes a lot of time, and we want to make sure nothing else is working, right? That's what makes it so difficult. So be sure to share this with a mom in need, and I hope to see you on the next one.